Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to UGC Mondays with Kip and Sud. We are here on Turbine RC2, I think, but we have a wonderful match for you between the Syndicate and Baby Punching Marathon, two of the top UGC Platinum Highlander teams. So, hope you're excited. We are looking good, probably ready to go in just a second.
Excellent, excellent.
Yes, there's another person here with me, by the way. This guy.
Me, I'm Sud. I like hats and TF2.
It's true, and we are your usual Monday night casters, so hopefully you know us by now. But anyway, let me just go ahead and give the okay for these teams to go. But yeah, this should be very good. We have two of these top teams. Both of them are undefeated, 3-0. So whoever gets this will continue to be the reigning undefeated person or undefeated team,
and possibly get a domination on the other team, if that works.
Possibly.
In that way.
I think it does. It absolutely does. So while we're just waiting a little bit more on the pregame, why don't we go over rosters? I'll take the Syndicate real quick. We have we have Ruin on Scout. That is so not fair. Ruin, of course, from Mix Up, the amazing Elites invite team. And then we have Soup as Sniper, Polk is Soldier, Dave Plus is Engineer, Valen is Soldier 2, that's not right. I think Polk is going to be heavy, he usually means heavy. And Hein is Medic, TMP is Pyro, Jake is... we have two Sniper? Okay, never mind. I was trying to go over the rosters, but they're not playing the classes, right?
I'll attempt to take on the Baby Punching Marathon. What an unorthodox name for a team. We've got Rikachu as a demo, Mouse as Sniper, Tom Tank as the Soldier, Cygnus as Pyro, Sharpshot as Heavy, Quartz as Engineer, Evan as Spy, Bronze as the Scout, and Valen's little brother is apparently medicing today.
Okay. Alright, and it actually looks like people are changing the names. Oh boy. People wonder why casters have such a hard time with names. It's because people change them in the middle of the game, literally. Oh boy. Okay, so let's go over Turbine real quick. We were talking about bananas earlier. Not just because I'm hungry, but also because this map features a banana connector. Who knew?
And here is Lale the Banana.
Yes, lovely connection. Yeah, I don't know. This is featured in the pro feature or pro version of the map, I guess, and it allows for a different access to mid, which can be very, very useful. And also has that nice door where you can like put stickies around and spam around for the defensive team. So it really could be. It definitely could be a factor right here, and definitely seen some teams really utilize it to the best of its ability. So excited to see
Banana
that.
is definitely nerve-wracking. The problem is, like, I play heavy quite a bit, and you'll have snipers just creep in, and you'll be completely exposed and get your head blown off. So that's one thing you always have to worry about there. Plus, things like scouts can get in behind you. It's interesting for sure. At least there's a door there that keeps like a sniper from having free reign over the intel room.
Yeah, definitely something to watch out for is snipers on this map. That is such a good sniping position right there. Also, if you go out to the balcony on mid, snipers pretty much have free range for most of mid if they stand up on this balcony. They can pretty much get a position where they can lock down both the banana entrance, the main garage, and then the door from the spawn too. So, could be a big sniping round.
Well, we'll have to see how Jake takes it. He's got his upper hand out, so it looks like he's ready to go pro mode here.
Alright. Looks like they're changing their names again. Oh my goodness.
Well,
oh my goodness.
Now it's Valen's upside down clone. So this should be interesting. We're going to be having Valen versus Dark Valen. And it's going to be just a horrible, cheesy movie prop thing.
I wonder how it will end, good versus evil. But anyway, welcome, I guess, to what is touted as the match of the week, although most people are claiming Syndicate will win this because they got, you know, they got Ruin as Scout. I mean, I mean, come on. But don't count out Baby Punching Marathon just yet. Cygnus is excellent. Oh, I've actually seen him only play demo, but Rikachu, that's who they got, is an excellent demo, so that's pretty much been the buzz about town, what he will bring to Baby Punching Marathon.
Well, and I know from experience Evan is also a very good spy, so he should be able to hold his own and stand with Stabby.
And then shout out to Dave Plus, who is an engineer. He posts all of his POVs online for his games, and it's just awesome to see some of the engineer stuff he does. So I'm looking forward to a really creative Engie stuff, because usually in Capture the Flag, Engie's just kind of turtle at that last intel room, and there's nothing else to do. So we'll see how it goes.
Every week when this map comes on, you just have all their teammates saying, "We're really, really sorry, engineer. We feel you, man."
It is probably the loneliest map ever for an NG. Unless you can convince your pyro to sit in the intel room with you, there's absolutely nothing you can do.
Yeah, that in itself
so lonely.
That in itself is actually a bit of a bone of contention because, like, as a heavy player, I like to have that pyro nearby, but that pyro is also going to be really useful for stopping spy shenanigans in the intel room, and you really don't want an intel room that doesn't have a sentry covering it. It's just so hard to decide, you know, when to do what, because you do need to play an adaptive game, and, you know, when you maybe take that middle, that's when the pyro can come out. But you have to trust your NG. Your NG has to be very good at, you know, keeping himself alive versus spies, and, you know, just really not getting screwed over in that room.
Absolutely. So, I don't know too much about Quartz as engineer, but he's definitely going to have his work cut out for him. Let's see if we can talk about anyone else. I think they're actually now tagging up as their correct names. I think Hein made the plea in chat that they all should call themselves what they actually are. So I'll just go over teams, the Syndicates. I keep wanting to say Team Syndicate, but that is not right. I'll go over their roster real quick. We have Soup on Demo, Ruin, as we said, is Scout, Polk is Heavy, Dave Plus is Engineer, Hein is Medic, or Heine. That just makes me laugh too much to say it. So TMP is Pyro, Valen is Soldier, Jake is Sniping, and Stabby Stabby. And I just heard a ready up thing, so we may be ready to go in just a second. That would be, looks like that is what is going on, and we're ready to go.
Alright, so we'll just see what the rollout is on this. It's always usually a bit of a different thing on here. The whip is great here. The whip gets so many people into that middle area where they need to be. And Soup is our first death, or actually our second death. First death.
He's dead. We'll agree on that, and actually not having that demo at mid is going to be huge. Red really taking advantage of this Baby Punching Marathon, pushing through the banana and just continuing on towards Intel Room, and it is just Dave Plus all by himself. There is nothing he's going to be able to do right here against a Heavy, Demo, and Medic.
And
Demo is going to pick it up.
Villain's sort of wrangling that banana there, gets the sniper, makes a bomb in with the blackbacks, and the Mex gets so close!
And actually, Rikachu went down in the intel room, so nobody from Baby Punching Marathon has the intel yet. Just a sniper holding it. Can Cygnus get in there? But now he is countered by TMP, who stops the intel again. So some nice defense from the Syndicate so far. I really thought there was going to be a kind of a little bit of a roll right there as you had the heavy classes running towards intel room. But again, just saw some good D, and that will hopefully buy some time for Dave Plus to work up that engineer build is what I was trying to say.
And definitely interesting to see the Baby Punching Marathon on the offensive here. Spy attempts to brute force cap the flag out a little bit more, gets taken down by Polk, I believe.
And right now, yeah, Baby Punching Marathon pretty much has control of mid, which is a pretty darn key in playing Turbine right here, because then you have control access to all those access points, the banana, the garage, etc. Right now, Baby Punching Marathon is pushing through garage at about 80% Uber, taking a lot of damage at the door right now, though, so they are backing up, rethinking this situation. Meanwhile, Hein is going to have 100% Uber as well. Where is Hein, though? Because it's not automatically assumed that the medic with the Uber is sticking around the intel. Actually, this time he is, but it's not automatically assumed.
And there's that dead ringer to keep that intel alive. They're probably going to repeat doing that over and over again. The pyro actually has to be a little bit more... Here comes the Uber. The Uber is Pop.
popped on the Scout, actually. He got a large amount of that Uber, but going down right there. Dana Scully going down, Medic, and then Bronze, the Scout, going down as well. So fail push right there from Baby Punching Marathon. But oh, as Hein walks out of the garage, gets a headshot, and then Jake gets headshot too. So nice work right there.
Those snipers will definitely ruin your day on this map. You have to be so careful where you go.
And looks like Red Spy Evan got this intel quite of the intel room, but is still where is it?
Stabby is attempting to make a play to get it stopped, but it was to no avail, and that should be a capture.
There we go. So Baby Punching Marathon goes ahead 1-0, and there really needs to be a button that you press that just goes to wherever the intel is. I need to email Gabe. Okay, just gonna be a second. Alright, done. So, Baby Punching Marathon, again, still having control of this midsection right here, and looking like the more dominant team right now, which is gonna surprise people on the forums. Pushing through Banana again. We'll see if this strategy works better this time. Right now, they do not have any opposition in the hallway. Uber's popped. Sorry, Sud, can you take it? I got something.
Oh, of course. The Uber's been popped. The sentry gun is down. Sort of a bunch of red just hanging out there, but the blue team has gotten a respawn. It does look like they should be able to hold them. Although blue having a real rough time with this heavy here. Medic makes a play for the intel, does not get out with it, and there's the cleanup.
Yeah, not sure about Dana Scully just jumping in there after the intel right there. He had his heavy with him, could have backed out, could have preserved whatever Uber charge he had, but that has not happened, and now Hein has 100% Uber, and all of blue is up. Well, TMP just went down, but they're definitely going to make a strong play for this intel room very, very shortly. I
definitely think he underestimated what was in that room there that could be possibly shooting him. You know, it's very good to get that intel out if you can, just so you can keep it getting out. Valen getting an Uber, going in on this level 3 sentry gun, getting bounced around by the pyro. The gun does go down, though, to concentrate a heavy fire. Valen taking the intel. Valen is out with that intel. That is going to be pretty much a cap right there.
Yeah, he's got some...
Sneaky soldier trying to stop Valen's advance.
Otherwise, though, he's got some good presence of his teammates surrounding the chokes. And oh, he actually gets wrangled down. Quartz has a mini sentry on the balcony. What a play right there. Really good job, except now Scout is going to pick it up. And indeed, it looks like Ruin, who is Scout, is going to cap it. And indeed, he does. So it is now 1-1.
The old mechanical sniper. Gotta love it.
Yeah. So, interesting choice there. Quartz running the mini sentry. We'll see if he switches back. Actually watching his cam now, and I don't think he's going to.
Yeah, it might have been a better use of his time to actually switch back and go back to level 3s and just get his base set up again, because, you know, once that's out in the middle there, it's pretty much forfeit. The spies alone could just dead ring push it right back into base.
And actually, he is with the Eureka effect now, so gonna get that ammo quickly, but he's got to do something fast, because here comes the entire Syndicate team pushing in on the intel room.
Yeah, and this could have cost them. Their sentry gun is indeed down. Eureka effect makes a grand escape there.
Eureka effect is for cowards. But no. It works there, because then he survives, so we will hopefully be able to build up a level 3 shortly. Actually, no, he didn't survive. But anyway, again, the Syndicate doing another good retreat here. Ruin has got the intel on his back, and pretty much anyone who comes against him is going to go down to his DM skills right there.
Nice play by HOM Tanks there, managing to take over the pocketed heavy.
Only 2 up for Baby Punching Marathon right now. Gotta be scary. Quartz is being very paranoid in spawn, or in the intel room.
And Ruin makes
Not
capture
surprising.
for 2-1.
Looks like we have a pause. Or the spy learned how to fly.
It would appear that he's doing that.
It's very majestic. Anyway, so we are in a pause. So far, we can reflect about 7 minutes into this game. I don't know, so what have you been seeing? Anything that strikes your eye you want to talk about while we are waiting?
Well, I think that BPM there needs to recapture what they had right at the beginning. Like that aggression was very, very good. It got them a capture, and now I think they're starting to get a little bit intimidated or just getting a little bit DM'd and losing their advantages.
Absolutely. They were holding mid for the first couple minutes, like about 5 minutes, just had really great control of mid, and the Syndicate was pushed back into their intel room. That is just not happening anymore, so we'll see if Baby Punching Marathon can come back with that control. As you said, I do think it's an intimidation factor. As I said, everyone predicted Syndicate to bring home this match with no problem. So we'll see, though.
Well, it's definitely, you got so many players that on Syndicate that could, wreck things if they're allowed to do it. Like, their sniper could wreck 2 or 3 people just off the bat. We got Stab, you could chain stab people all off the bat. We could, their Polk the Heavy could, wipe out 4 people. And if that happens, your entire shift of focus goes back to your side, and then there's chaos everywhere, because if sentry guns die, things get in, things get out, it's just all over the place.
Yeah, and sometimes Turbine, because it's just so chaotic, sometimes it's just a toss-up, and it's just pure luck when you get a flag, because it's just luck that you were there when no one else was there, or something like that. So, I'm not saying that Turbine is a bad map. I'm just saying it's not necessarily indicative of skill.
Well, you definitely have to have a defensive-minded strategy for this map, because you just can't leave your flag room open.
Very true, and that's what we saw with Baby Punching Marathon, how the last cap from the Syndicate was able to go off so smoothly. There's just no defense there. So Quartz is back on that regular sentry gun, so he will probably be using that for the rest of the match. Although it is the Eureka effect, which means he can't move his sentry gun, which I'm not a huge fan of.
It was probably a desperation play because he realized, he got caught out with that mini sentry, and that's a lot of building time that he could have been using to put up a level 3 in here, and he's just trying to compensate any way he can.
Yeah, and indeed, in the intel room, there's not a lot of ammo, so the Reek effect is not a bad choice, but I would generally run that in the beginning of the match. So, intel room, yeah, there's a little health pack and half ammo, so very hard to stay alive and stay ammoed, if you will.
Yeah, and as pointed out in chat, there's some issues with, just the mechanics of CTF and unlocks. Like, Dead Ringers probably are the worst thing ever to be put into a CTF-style map. Bonk Atomic Punch is pretty bad, too. And, like, you can just do so many things with those classes. Like, you get a Spy, you get a Scout, and those 2 players could totally bypass the Engineer, get in, get that intel out, and, like, if your entire team is on a push, suddenly you're about to lose because they're getting their stuff out.
Yeah, and that's where the defensive pyro comes in to a great advantage. But then again, that means you don't have the pyro with your medic heavy combo, so it's really complicated and a lot of strategy. I think going into this, I'm pretty sure these guys trimmed pretty hard because they're top of the platinum chain. So I'm sure they'll pull something out to surprise us, hopefully.
Yeah, and with the pyro, as you were saying, you'll notice that Stabby's using the Spy Sickle in this particular match, and Stabby generally only brings out the Spy Sickle when he expects, to have to deal with pyros, and he does have Ambassador aim sufficient to take out most pyros, so, he's fairly confident in what he's doing. Like, right now, he's probably going to get dead ringered, but he'll probably be able to get right back in there and just pull that around that corner where that sentry gun, which cannot be moved, won't hit him, and then all he has to do is fight this medic and engineer combo.
Well, so looking... oh, here we go. Unpaused, and we'll see if he does it. Oh, he does exactly what you say. And then comes on with support. And there's the Uber. Brilliantly played right there. The intel still has to be capped. Demo's going to pick it up. Oh, wow. Demo drops it, but the medic is Ubered all by himself and being blown around by Cygnus, who finally takes him down. And now we have the annoying factor of the HUD being mixed up, so apologize about that.
Jake the Sniper trying to get out of the, with the intel there, it didn't quite work out. We got that Sentry Sniper again. Oh
yeah, still on the mini right there from Quartz. Interesting. Stabby tries to pick it up, but gets shot down by Mouse right there. Oh, mini sentry guns out of ammo. I hate that sound. But now we have the hard task for the Syndicate to push into mid to get the intel. It is right outside their spawn, or secondary spawn door, I guess, the stairs, and then this door. Going to be really hard to push into this. We'll see what kind of strategy they can do. I heard a medic call, and I think that is Dana Scully, medic for Baby Punching Marathon, who has that 100% Uber, so...
And I have to disagree with that placement of the sentry gun there, because it is so easy for a heavy to just walk in. In actual fact, if there's no one actually shooting the heavy doesn't even need the Uber to break that sentry.
Yeah, Bronze has this intel run into his room, and I think we're going to see a second cap right here for Baby Punching Marathon, and indeed, it is tied up 2-2.
Very nice. Looks like things are getting real here.
And shortly thereafter, the Syndicate caps intel and is out 3-2. So for those of you... Oh.
No, go ahead.
Just saying, for those of you not familiar with the rules of UGC Capture the Flag, it is first to 10 caps. There will be a halftime after 20 minutes, or halftime after someone gets 7 caps. And then the second half will also be 20 minutes long.
Here comes the Syndicate offensive. Down goes the sentry gun. They'll have real good control over this flag room here.
Now, there's absolutely no defense there. And I'm actually really surprised that the Syndicate isn't leaving behind their heavy medic combination to just take control and continue holding down the intel room. Usually you see that, and then you can that allows for multiple caps in a row, the domino cap, if you will. But we're not seeing that from either team right now.
Well, considering that the only thing that Baby Punchers are doing is trying to take their top there, they probably want to have that many more people out there.
That is true, and it allows for greater defense around the person who's carrying the intel as well. And who is carrying it now? It is TMP, who just finally caps it, so it's now at 4-2, the Syndicate. What is a Syndicate?
A Syndicate is like an organization of some sort. I don't exactly know what, but like typically the connotation is used for like evil empire type things. You know,
Alright,
like
now I can get aboard.
Illuminati would be a syndicate of some sort, I think.
Alright, so we have the Syndicate versus Baby Punching Marathon. Alright, so now that I'm clear about what a Syndicate is, we can continue. And we do see the Syndicate cap again. Valen, or no, Ruin was in there and got it, of course. That sneaky scout.
Valen is just sort of having his way around there. He's walking around in that enemy area there, and they're not really getting rid of him because he's using the black box, and it's just sort of, you know, any chip damage is getting nullified by that.
Yeah, and right now all of BPM is in that intel room. They are not very happy about giving up those last 3 caps just very quickly. So we're going to go for a stronger defense right now. Again, my HUD isn't working, so I can't tell these Uber advantages, but it looks like Dana Scully and Baby Punching Marathon have a slight Uber advantage. Not going to play into this, though, because not charging up soon enough. Here comes all of the Syndicate. Sentry Gun is still up, though. Valen going down on top of the intel, so that Sentry Gun placement worked right there, as well as some demo spam to protect the intel for just a second longer.
We're going to see if Bronze here can make a play on this medic. Oh, he makes a nice hit on the sniper with the milk, but Soup just shuts him down.
Oh, Soup with the caver kill. Nice work right there, then falls to a clumsy death.
So let's get some eyes on Ruin here. I just want to see what Ruin's doing. He's really fist bumping there with a spy in the vent.
Well, we have 100% Ubers from both teams, so gonna see the Syndicate push in right here with this Uber. It is popped as well as the red Uber, and we're just gonna see this Pyro bounce the heavy medic combination for Baby Punching Marathon. Oh, it's so sad, they can't do anything. Finally the Uber wears off, and it's going to...
Oh no, the medic Heine really should have prioritized one of the power classes over healing the scout there. It cost them that fight.
Yeah, really surprised right there, and Syndicate is only 2 up right now. Lots of people, a lot of damage coming down though on Baby Punching Marathon. They're all really hurt, but it looks like they want to capitalize on this and push. These spawn times are really short though, and the spawn of course is right near the intel room. So they're going to have to heal up and get in there fast.
Stabby's trying to make a play through the Engineer here. He's just sort of humping the dispenser to keep his cloak up. Engineer knows something's up, he just attempted to stab him. And now it's going to be an Ambassador fight, and if Stabby can win this, he's basically got the Sentry Gun auto himself.
So meanwhile, we're seeing pushes at both ends, and this is why Capture the Flag is so fun to cast. Well, wait, actually, red intel room is empty. What was I seeing? Anyway. TS is now in the position that Baby Punching Marathon was in a few minutes ago. That is, they're all gathered in the intel room waiting for that push from Baby Punching Marathon. We haven't seen use of the vents yet, which is sad because I love the vents.
Well, I've seen Ruin go in there once, but basically you don't want to get caught in the vents because it's so easy to get flanked and trapped in there that you have to wipe and then the other team can just push your side.
That's true, but it's so good for surprise. I don't know. I want more vent action. That's all I gotta say.
It can definitely happen, but the comms with these guys are so good that if even one of them sees you going up into there, the whole team is alerted that you're up in there, and surprise does not happen at that point.
Well, we do have Uber right now for both teams on the balcony at mid, and Heavy does retreat through the vents. The Syndicate now coming out of the vents onto the Heavy medic combination. Bronze going down. Will they be able to get the medic? And yes, Dana Scully does go down right there, so guess there was a little use of the vents right there.
Well, definitely. If you're coming out, the thing that's nice about coming out the vents is the fact that you got the bulletproof glass that you can look down and see if there's snipers trying to draw a line on you. That's the only exit you can make where you can't get insta-killed by a sniper. It looks like we have another pause going on.
Alright. Apparently the first pause because Rikachu dropped and they had to let him join up again. So we'll see what's going on. But do you have powers to change the title on our stream?
Unfortunately, I do not. That requires a admin command that only the owner can give. So eXtelevision would have to make me, I believe, have subscriber access or something like that.
That's
Salamaxer does have the password, though, so if you grab Sal, he could fix it for you.
Let's see if we can wrangle him, because it is quite confusing. But of course, most of XTV is right now in their match with Project X.
So yeah, that wouldn't work too well.
But not Sal, he wasn't invited. Oh, it looks like we're back on, so deal with it for now.
Deal with it!
Yeah, deal with it.
And look at that, veiling right in, veiling right out. Stabby getting that momentary sap that disables the sentry gun, and that's how you do it.
Indeed, they're looking really good, and now you have Soup, the demo, just putting down a ton of stickies, the entrance or exit to the intel room, so that's preventing anyone from coming out. Oh, but the Pyro gets a flank on them. Oh, man. But Cygnus not able to do too much in the face of a Pyro and demo and medic. Now we're going to see a little battle as Ruin tries to get through mid. He's covered in P, but managed to take down Mouse right there, and he's home free right now, and that's probably going to take it to 6-3. The Syndicate still in the lead. And remember, once we get to 7, we'll go to a halftime, and then once we get to 10, that will be game. So, Baby Punching Marathon really has to do something right here. They're just, well, here's the Uber. That's not going to be good. Syndicate bringing in that Uber with the Pyros. Cygnus doing a good job reflecting it as much as possible, but he can only get in so far to the intel room.
This is one of those times where it gets to be where you have to make a big play. You have to get a lot of people down. Otherwise, the enemy team just has their groove on. They have those Ubers constantly charging. And it looks like that's what Baby Punching is doing right now. They're just getting out there and he's saying, to hell with this. We're not sitting in our flag room no more.
That is absolutely what they needed. Uber came in to protect the intel, and now Heavy Medic and Demo and Sniper are going to run to enemy's intel and try to cap that. And as you said, it's so easy to get into a groove, especially on Capture the Flag. Oh, and here comes Baby Punching Marathon. Do get the sentry gun with little problem. Oh, and they're there just in time to take down Ruin, but no, they can't take them down.
Even Evan's in there with his revolver just trying to kill things.
So it is 7 points right there, so that means we will go to halftime. I think there's some discussion in the chat, but no, I think that will be halftime right there. So we saw, oh, it's really too bad for Baby Punching Marathon because we saw them really kind of come out of their little shell right there at the end and get aggressive, and they did get the intel right there.
Indeed, and it's just more or less consistency and trying to keep that consistency. This map really can throw you for a loop when like the proverbial S hits the fan.
Yeah, so we'll see how halftime affects these teams. I'm sure Baby Punching Marathon is getting a lovely speech that will inspire them, probably about punching babies or something. That name is so great. Probably one of the best. So we'll see how they come back from that, though. But momentum is so key in capture the flag. The way you can continually keep those caps going of the flag. Just have somebody in the intel room, then they'll run to your intel room, and then just keep going back and forth. It can get messy.
The enemy intelligence returned to their base.
But we will see how they deal with this second half. So we are just waiting on them to start up again. Remember, we are in halftime, so anything that happens doesn't matter. Except high fives.
And unusual hats.
And unusual. What do we got, Sud? What do we got?
I'm just looking at Heine here, and he's running a combo. A combo actually I have. He's got Steaming and Ghosts. So I like
Steaming Ghosts.
I like that. It's very apparition-y looking. Serve him well going into Halloween.
Good choice.
I believe there's a Searing Plasma Engineer cap, which doesn't cost too much, but actually looks quite good for what it is.
Oh, I see a Manco cap on Ruin. That's just insulting.
Ruin, well, at least it's not a ghastly Givus.
I guess, but yeah, he's rocking that Manco and those 3D glasses, so looking a little stupid right there, but way to represent in UGC. Love the invite players coming over and helping us out in Highlander.
Mouse is walking in anger with smoking a very high tier hat with a sort of mid-ish low tier effect. Oh, we do have a ghastly Givus.
Oh, who's wearing the Givus? Who's got the Givus?
It's Valen.
Oh, of course it is. Valen, a former invite player who decided to go over to Highlander, retire the easy life, right? Highlanders. Platinum Highlanders. So easy, I'm sure. But it looks like we are back on for the second half. So remember, Baby Punching Marathon needs 8 to bring it home right now. Syndicate only needs 2 or 3 more caps to win this match.
I think this map has one of the most unique rollouts in all of TF2 because you just have the whole team barreling in from that whip. Even the heavy is like in there, and then people just start jumping in each other's face. It's great.
It's absolutely ridiculous. The Syndicate actually taking a lot of casualties there, getting losing Heine, losing Soup, losing Polk, don't have those heavy classes, don't have those damage classes. Baby Punching Marathon really needs to take advantage of that.
Well, we got Stabby looking for a pick here. Going down to Banana. He's got good positioning here for one. Oh! That scout came at the wrong time.
Bronze with the intel taking him down. We'll see if he can continue to cap. Oh, he gets caught by fire and taken down by TMP right there. So the intel for Baby Punching Marathon is right outside their secondary spawn door right there, the stairs and then that door, but is now being stickied up by Soup, so it's going to be a little hard to get that.
Sharp Shot McGee, not exactly a sharp shot with the sandwich, throws it to himself and then misses the medic with it.
They don't teach that in the Russian military camps. Anyway, though, Bronze is finally able to get to the intel, and he's just running as fast as his little legs will carry him to the intel room, and that will probably be a cap right there. Indeed, it is now 7-3. The Syndicate still in the lead, but Baby Punching Marathon definitely still alive. We are seeing, though, a push now from the Syndicate. They don't have Uber, but we really haven't seen Uber be a huge deal in these pushes. Right now, it's just Soup spamming down the sentry gun. He's going to be able to do it with... Oh, actually, no. Sentry gun barely stays alive. I don't know why the Syndicate abandoned that push. What are you seeing, Bud?
I'm just looking at the chaos in the middle for the flag right now.
Oh,
that's
okay, so
a lot of things dying.
Holy Christ. I mean, holy moly. So they didn't... Okay, now I'm understanding. They didn't take the sentry gun down because they already had the intel, but now the intel is just in the middle, which is going to be really hard to cap. Only 2 up right now for the Syndicate. Baby Punching Marathon is doing a great job of getting those kills and those picks, and now they're going to try to take advantage of it again.
Well, I don't
Maybe?
think
Question mark.
I don't think that they're going to have too much trouble getting it out, but basically it's cut down to whether or not Stabby Stabby can get the touch on it. Here he comes, Stabby Stabby. They're onto him. Oh, and then the soldier just jumps in, and out it goes. The Stabby Stabby distraction worked quite well there.
Exactly how it planned. I'm sure. So Red Uber coming in to defend the intel. Look at the intels. They were right next to each other in this little hallway. So this is absolutely ridiculous. Gonna be crazy. Oh, TMP does pick it up. He goes down. Fortunately, Mouse is there to pick it up. Oh, Jake, sorry. Jake, the sniper for the Syndicate, and he will cap it. So we are 8-3. However, there we go. Mouse just passed off his intel to his scout, and Bronze is going to come into the capture room, and now it's going to be 8-4.
Like so, I say, utter chaos.
Utter chaos. Absolutely utter chaos. And I'm wondering just how much strategy these teams have. I mean, there's only so much you can do when there's things happening all around this map, and I don't know. Well, I'd love to talk to an invite player, or a Platinum player about this, this map sometime. Maybe we can get a post-game interview or something. But anyway, Syndicate again trying for another soft push. They do not have this Uber, but they do not care. Pushing in with their heavier classes. We'll see. There is a level 3 sentry gun, but it is smoking, so Quartz has to repair that ASAP.
Yeah, looks like BPM is getting forced back. That sentry gun is down. They're just sort of all as a team. They're actually moving out and around because they expect that intel to be captured, and they're just trying to get the cancel here. Really,
right, so doing...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Keep that call.
Like, right now, I think that the best thing for BPM would be to take their scout and take their spy and try and make a play on that sentry gun for the other side, just to keep, you know, both caps going.
Yeah, and keep that. Sometimes you can use the utter chaos to work to your advantage. Right now, Baby Punch and Marathon somehow managed to keep more players alive.
Server shutting down?
Server shutting down. Alright, let's see if I can get the final score on that.
Well, that was anticlimactic. We did, just before the end of the server there, I saw Heine suicide himself rather than let someone get him. He was sort of isolated out there with, like, enemies all around.
Like the ancient samurai, he has lots of honor. I guess.
Well, it definitely does look like that one is over, so the final score was 10-4.
Yeah, so congratulations to the Syndicate, who are still undefeated. Baby Bunch Marathon goes to a record of 3-1. So we did see the prediction come true. However, I think if this was like a match to 15 points or something, I really do think Baby Punch and Marathon could have come back and made this more close than it seemed to be.
For sure, it just seemed that their consistency was a little off. Like, they could do it sometimes, they couldn't do it other times. They possibly didn't have the best strategy for reconvening after losing a intel. I don't really agree with the mini sentry use. It's, you know, like, yeah, you could stop the guy in the middle for a little while, but meantime, what's going to stop the next guy from just walking in, you know?
I definitely agree right there. So some interesting engineer choices. Also, oh, we didn't even look at scores. I didn't see who was leading. But that's okay. We do know Syndicate won. Next week is Swiftwater. You guys should join us for next week.
Oh, Swiftwater.
Oh, Swiftwater. You should also portion out about 2 hours of your life to watch the cast, because Swiftwater can be a lengthy one.
Indeed. And quite fun, too, because a lot of classes can do a lot of work on that, so it should be interesting.
Should be really, and there's a lot of room for strategy and secret plays and good NG positioning. I'm really excited about that. We don't know what teams we're casting yet because the schedule isn't up, but should be good. 8:30, 9:30 Eastern time, right here. Hopefully we will get the full match for you next time. But I guess that's pretty much it. Anything else, Sud?
I think I'm good for tonight. That was a good game. Props to both teams for playing it, and yeah.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who came out. Again, I am Kip with Sud. We do this every Monday night. And so I hope to see you guys next week. Thanks for watching XTV's coverage of Monday Night UGC Highlander. Thanks, guys, and have a good night.
Later.